How'd you sleep last night?
I slept all right. I tossed and turned.
Yeah.
A bunch, as you felt. I think.
Yeah. Every time you move, the whole entire van just shook back and forth.
And it shakes a lot. You can really feel it.
Oh yeah.
But I slept good. It's actually comfy up there. There's a lot of room.
Did you I don't know about you, but I put a blanket over top of my face. I slept under my sleeping bag.
I had a sheet which isn't that comfortable, but there's another thinner blanket that was more comfortable.
And you also had a freezing cold shower before bed, so that got you.
Yeah, that didn't help. So I went to bed cold.
Yeah, strap that casing because we're gonna take the table. So instead of clothes, we're using the clothes closet for gear. Organized each shelf. We got a drone shelf, we got a Canon shelf, we got a Blackmagic shelf, we got a lens shelf, we got a gimbal shelf. And we're just going to use clothes in between the gear so that one, it's easily accessible, two, it's protected as we're kind of driving around. But it's nice to have all the gear quickly and easily accessible and organized. Getting gas or diesel.
Is it way more expensive?
What? How much
is it? Way more expensive? Can you tell?
I don't even see a price, dude.
Oh. There's ice on here.
$1.85 per liter. That's not that bad, actually. It's expensive, but it's not insane.
You're also in the middle of
we are
nothing over here.
Yeah, we got too close to the mountain that we kind of went behind the hill.
You lost it, yeah.
I mean, no matter what, it's gonna be gorgeous. And if it looks like it's gonna be clear tomorrow, then we're just gonna get up an hour earlier tomorrow, and we'll know exactly what spot we're gonna go to. We have to drive back a half hour because we came too close to the mountain. Hi, Finny Foo. Hi, Bubba. Do you even recognize me? Okay, I'm gonna call you back in a half hour, okay? Rule of thumb is it's always it's hard on the lungs going up, it's hard on the knees going down.
Yeah, and the toes.
And
your boots jam your toes on the way down.
And going down is always double the speed.
I didn't bring any water.
This is the kind of bicycle though, you can just drink from a stream. At least once you know when you have a plan, then it gives you permission to go and hang out for an hour to relax because you know you're waiting for something specifically.
Yeah.
As opposed to, hey, let's go drive aimlessly for an hour looking for stuff.
Right.
We know this is perfect. We know we're supposed to get pretty good weather the rest of the day.
You know you're going to be coming back to something.
So let's time it up as good as possible, right?
Yeah, it's spun almost.
Yeah, everything's all the moisture in the air is being driven right up into the top, right? So we are sitting here, basically just waiting for the midday sun to end. It's really bright. It's too bright, actually. The way the sun is hitting the mountains is actually, there's very little, dramatic lines or contrast to it. So we're actually just kind of waiting for the sun to go down behind the mountains over there. And when that does, we're going to go back out and we're going to hike to Key Point, and we're going to probably spend at least an hour to 2 hours out there filming time lapses and some just more behind the scenes video. But for the time being, we are sitting in the freezing cold temperatures in our lawn chairs in a parking lot behind our RV, and we are just basically admiring just the mountains and the scenery. It's beautiful. This is a crazy wide angle lens, but we are right in the middle of all these mountains. One of the nicest trails in the whole area is called the Hooker Valley Track, and it had actually been closed for 6 months at this point. We noticed someone take down the sign, so we quickly jumped onto the trail. We are about halfway through our hike to the base of Mount Cook. It's called the Hooker Valley Track. When we got here this morning, we knew it was closed from checking online. This morning we were we knew that we weren't going to be able to do this hike on the trip. I noticed that all of a sudden the sign that I'd seen earlier in the day was completely gone. So Mike and I quickly were running around, kind of looking in all the places where we had seen the signs, and lo and behold, we gave a call to the park ranger's office, and they said, yeah, it opened about an hour ago. Just right time, right place. And we kind of get to do one of the most beautiful hikes there is here in southern New Zealand. And we're gonna get some amazing shots because the weather is absolutely perfect today. All right, we've made it to the base of Mount Cook. It's been a really quite easy hike, but now that the weather is getting a bit colder and we're about to lose the sun behind the mountains, we're gonna have to layer up again soon, but we're gonna be here for at least a couple of hours because the view is absolutely incredible. There's a bunch of ice and just glacier runoff below us here, along with Mount Cook up off in the distance, as well as we're in this valley. So Mike's already got a time lapse set up over there. And we're gonna start getting at least probably 5 to 10 great time-lapse shots here. Check out the ice. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Isn't that crazy?
Take a bite. Just don't get stuck to it.
It actually tastes pretty good. Look at that though. And it's rock hard. Like it's such a solid piece. Like nothing like that's in the freezer.
It looks like glass, like someone's formed
It does look like glass. It's just melting in my hands. I don't want to bite. I'll break my teeth. Take it. Did you actually got a bite a piece?
Actually sounded like glass breaking too. It was like ting.
You're just chewing on glass right now. Yeah. Good though?
Delicious.
All right, so what I'm doing here is actually our little Gorilla Pod was actually shaking as it's gotten a little more windy down here. And so what I figured out was this rock is actually the perfect angle for what I'm trying to get. And I have these gloves just to kind of soften it and make sure it stays in the exact same spot. But it works fantastic because we're gonna get 2 shots out of it. As you can see, Mount Cook National Park is truly breathtaking, and we were really lucky to be there as the Hooker Valley Track opened again. If you like these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll be releasing more tutorials and behind-the-scenes footage every single week.